Hey everybody, this is Amit Kumar and I welcome to Qlik Replicate tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through a Qlik Replicate console where I'll show you how to segregate data by using a case statement. I have my Qlik Replicate console. I'll have to create a new task first. Let's say the task name is going to be segregated data. Okay. Now let's see my data structure. In the source, I do have, let's say, uh, order table. This is the order detail table where uh, I have multiple orders, right? This is order ID. I have a product ID, quantity, it's an order price, which is unit price, and so on. Okay. So in the target, I want to create an order detail table with an additional field which will define that which particular order is a small order, which order is a medium order, and which order is a large order based upon the quantity of the order received from the customer. I will define the quantity as a small order whose quantity is below 10, a medium order whose quantity is above 10 to 50, and a large order whose quantity is 50 to 100, and remaining whatever the order will left over above 100, that may be considered as a mega order. So in order to achieve that scenario, let's get into the Qlik Replicate where I have to write a case statements where conditional statement will be defined, and based upon that conditional cases my data will be segregated and considered as a small or medium or large or a mega order. Okay. Now here I do have SQL Server order DB, which is a source endpoint, and this is going to be my target endpoint, which is this one. Okay. SQL Server order DWH, which is for data warehouse. Now I'll consider the table which is order detail. This is the table which I'm going to take it to the target. Here in the order detail table, I'll consider that in the target, let's say uh, the schema name should be DBO. For the table name, I would define as segregated order detail. Okay. So the target table name should be this. Go to transformation. Here I'll have to add a transformation column. Okay. So here the column name should be order size. Okay. Let's say this is going to be order size where the type should be a string, and then in the formula editor I'll have to define the order size based on the quantity. Okay. So here I have to write a case statement. Okay. How this case statement should work, so let us see. Okay. Here I can write case when quantity is less than equal to uh, 50. Okay, let's say 50. All right. then this order should be considered as a small order. All right. Now then another case when quantity is is greater than 50, and here we have and, okay, less than equal to uh, 80. Okay, so then in that case it should be a medium order, and else whatsoever will left, let's say above 80, whatever the quantity will left, that will be considered as a large order. Okay, so here we have to end our case statements. So case will consider multiple scenarios. I can also add multiple cases. Let's say less than 10 will be considered as a small order. Let's say above 10 to 50, I may consider this as a medium order. I may add above 50 to 100, then it may be considered as a large order, and above 100 will be considered as a mega order. So I've got four scenarios. Okay, 10 below 10, 10 to 50, 50 to 100, and 100 above will be the mega order. All right, so let us pass this. I'm going to consider this as, let's say, 6. It is, so it's not going to pass it properly here, but if you just migrate, if you just run this task, you will see in the target you will have a proper order size column, which will have the size, which is large, small, medium, and mega according to the order quantity. Okay, so let's run this task and see how the result is working for us. Yeah, so this task has been completed, and here is the output. Okay, so there is no error as such. So let us go to the database and see what the result comes out in the target database. All right, so the table which we have created is, now here we go. Yeah, so absolutely it has created an additional column. As you see, the order quantity, which is 3 and which is below 10, it has been considered as a small order. Above 10 until 50, it was considered as a medium order, and above 50 to 100, it is considered as a large order. So as for any order which is beyond 100. Okay, let us see. So there are two orders I can see, which is above 100, that is 105, or the quantity is 105, and you can see
This is absolutely working in real-time environment where I can
Create an additional column with the case statements to identify the size of the orders, whether it is a small or medium or large or a mega order. So this was all about the Qlik Replicate, where we can create uh, transformations by which we can segregate the data and define an identifier in this way. Okay, so that concludes this video. I hope you would have liked this video. Stay connected. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.